Howdy, 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 my name is Ananshi Sasuke, and welcome back to Let's Read Homestuck. In the last episode, we got to read about Soulless Captor, and we are possibly going to be equipping throwing stars. But if we've learned anything about this comic so far, it's that they probably won't actually equip throwing stars? Why would you do that? A high-level psionic has no use for any particular specibus allocation. Ah, see? There we go. Fling stars specibus word. You make short word of the specibus, and oh god, one of your B-house mainframes! The silicone was sliced clean through by your foolish maneuver. What were you thinking? The workers pair up and dance angry messages to you in binary code. Taste the honey. No! You do not understand you do not under any circumstance eat the mind, honey. The consequences are highly unpleasant. You cultivate this honey for your lusts. It helps him not be such a complete idiot all the time, merely most of the time instead. So let's calm those bees down. Nap time! Get to work at your computer. You're always up to your nook in the newest and hottest games. It's hard to walk around the place without squishing them. Whenever that happens, you are screwed and you have to grow a new one from scratch. Or just pirate it, you guess. But tonight is no night for games. Well, okay, it is. But just one game in particular, and this game is no joking matter. It is Delirious Bug Nasty. Recruit Team Leader. Twin Armageddons begin trolling Gallows Calibrator. TZ, you wanna be team leader of... do you wanna be leader of one of the teams? You mean for your game to save the world? Yeah. Okay, I picked the red team. Okay, I didn't say anything about a red team, or even that there were two teams, but fine. Obviously you were going to set up red and blue teams, come on. You don't know what I'm going to do. Stop being as though you can read my mind. It's not a power you have, your strengths are being blind and tricking people about stuff. And I guess being generally savvy and pretty decent at other stuff, but that's why I'm picking you and not some other fucking slub from Retardation Row. Solix, please. You are Mr. Appleberry Blast and everyone knows those are your favorite colors. Even though you type in yucky mustard, which is weird. Maybe there is more to me than you think. Maybe I'm not the two-trick hoof beast you want to make me out as. Maybe I just want to give the red and blue thing a rest for a change and maybe not make it so like, oh look, it's that predictable fuck with those two stupid colors. It's amazing how much everyone fucking hates him. Maybe red and blue aren't that great, and I hate them suddenly. Have you thought of that? Maybe I'm more of an aubergine guy, plus whatever that putrid color is you type with. What is that, turquoise? Maybe it's making me turquoisey. Maybe the new name for that color is Summer Shithead Mist. Have you considered that? But I'm sticking with red and blue, so maybe you should suck on it. Maybe. Maybe is a stupid word. Maybe that's the big maybe we should all ponder tonight over some hot shut the hell up tea. So you think I'm savvy? Yeah, I think so. Pick whoever you want for the red team and I'll lead the blue team. I'll send you the download soon. Talk to you later. Wait! Maybe you should tell me more about the game first. How exactly are we saving the world? Wait, I forgot to take off my eyes. Really gotta try to avoid having the anime glare eye thing happen. And adjust? I don't know yet. I just know that what I've seen in my visions. That the world will end and our whole race will die, and this is how we save it. And AA can back me up on this, so don't be all doubting me about it. I'm not doubting you. I think you're right. Mostly. Mostly? What does that mean? Well, when you talk about how you're going to die too. I am going to die. We all are. But especially me. I'm going to get my ass served to me twofold. Double the service, like two dudes on Double Butler Island. Getting worked over by a Siamese twin masseuse. But before I die, I'm going to go blind like you. It has to happen like that. I'm not sure why, but I think it's like fulfilling some requirement for a true prophet of doom. In order for the visions to be right, that has to happen, and the universe will make sure it will. It's kind of like how a prophet earns his stripes by being blind, like how an angel earns its wings. What's an angel? Some terrible mythical demon with these awful feathery wings. Yikes! Paradox Space uses them to usher in the end. How does it know what angels... How does it know what angel to use? Huh? So, yeah. We will all die, but most especially me. End of story. But don't take this the wrong way, but how can you be so totally sure about all that? How do you know some of the real visions you're having aren't getting kind of tangled up with, sort of the way you are about yourself? What do you mean? How you get mopey and you're always the victim of something, and how sometimes you think you suck when you really don't? Maybe it's clouding your vision? Okay, that's just some personal, private, emotional issues, and I'm dealing with that, and honestly, I'd appreciate you not always throwing that in my face every goddamn opportunity you get. Like this is a big circus act to you, and this is your special clown pie. See? God, so sensitive. Seriously, talk to A. She will corroborate everything. You and she are pretty tight, aren't you? Not really anymore. She used to be a lot of fun, but now talking to her, I don't know. It just somehow always makes me sad. Okay, well, tonight's not about fun. This is serious. Deliriously so. We're in Smeary shit-stained city. Screw you and your shit stains. I'll have a fucking blast and you can't stop me. Blue team scum! Oh shit, it's on, sucker. Meanwhile, desecrated frog statue. Duke. That's not how kicks work, man. That... Okay. That was completely meaningless. What was the point? Whoever you are. So let's deal with Apocalypse Arisen. Apocalypse Arisen began trolling Twin Armageddons. Did you set up the teams? Still working on it, but yeah, more or less. We should all be playing soon, and I guess leaving this dimension. That is what happens, right? Yes. So I guess you should be pretty happy when we finally get out of here? I don't know about that. Oh. Will you at least be able to leave the voices behind? I don't know about that either. Isn't that kind of depressing? The thought that they might stay with you till you die? Not really. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a lot of things. Even our inevitable failure, though it will briefly masquerade as victory. Wow. Fuck. That was so much more depressing than the thing I just said. Terezi was right, you are such a drag to talk to these days. She was right about a lot of things. Wow, what a mysterious thing to say. I am so intrigued. Do me a favor and spare me your spooky conundrums tonight. You're kind of pissing me off. But you like to talk to me. This is a fact, not a question. They told me. Oh, your sources have spoken! Relay a message for me. Tell them to go haunt my huge creaking bone bulge. Why do you talk to me? Why do you like to talk to me? Oh, I don't know, maybe because we're supposed to save the world together? I also talk to you because, in case you haven't noticed, I despise myself and perpetually seek to duplicate? Curse you, blindness. Duplicate through emotional pain the cacophony of physical pain my hideous mutant brain causes me every day. Oh my god, I just had a breakthrough! Thank you so much for this! It was great. That was a joke. Here, type ha. Now type it again. Ha. There you go! You are now officially the life of the party! Oh, I just took an embarrassing video of you cutting loose there. Boy, I sure hope this juicy nugget doesn't wind up on the internet. Solix, I actually would like it if you were happy. Okay. Thank you for saying so. You seem sad and angry all the time. What does anger feel like? I forgot. Have you ever been angry? I don't remember you getting angry about anything. Maybe I never was. I feel like I was, though, once. Why don't you ask Carcat? He's way angrier than me. For that matter, why don't you get on to his case about it instead of mine? I think his anger serves a greater purpose. It's part of his destiny and thus ours. It will help him to sabotage his own designs, which are very much in opposition to the broader purpose, and will sow the seeds of our failure, a failure which will ironically prove to be mission critical. If you think we're going to fail, why wouldn't you get mad about that? At the voices sending you down this blind alley the whole time. They never lied, though. This is how it had to be. I have to be totally honest, though at no point did I ever lie, but through omission, this game will not save the world. The fuck? And though it is still very important even in our defeat, unfortunately it's much closer to serving as the instrument of our people's demise than that of their salvation. And we 12 will have behaved simultaneously as the pawns and the orchestrators of the Great Undoing. I don't want to play anymore then. You will though. Fuck that, just watch. This shit is dusted. Check me out, all dusting it like a saucy fucking maid. It cannot be stopped. Meteors are en route. You know this, Solix. Who cares? I'm yanking the grub tube on this over-punctured bitch. I'm telling Red Team Leader to forget the whole thing. I'm quitting as Blue Team Leader. If you want to shamble through this macabre fantasy of yours solo, be my guest. You were never going to be the team leader, though. Which is to say, the first to enter. Are you messing with me? You do realize I'm psychic, too. I could pull so much trippy shit out of my spinal crevice it would make your head spin like dervish in a fucking blender. So get off your high hoof beast. I'm coming up. Huh? Up where? Hello? Abort. Point Armageddon began trolling Gallows Calibrator. Hey, change of plan, we aren't playing this game anymore. You don't have to bother recruiting. Sorry to waste your time. I'm not the leader anymore, Cardcat is. He is? He threw a tantrum about it, so I let him be the red team leader. Okay, that was fairly predictable, but that's fine. I'll talk to him about it. What's going on? Nothing, this game sucks and it's full of crap. Sorry about all this. Twin Armageddons began trolling carcinogenetics. Hey, change of plan, we aren't playing this game anymore. Hey, guess who the red team leader is? I'm the leader. It's me. Your plan to cripple your rival team has failed. I know, she told me, I don't care. The game is bad news. It will cause the end of the world. Stop it. So, forget it. Just go back to whatever you were doing. Writing your shitty code or whatever. Ha! So pathetic. This is yet another feeble attempt to weaken your opposition. Terezi and I have already established a connection and we are making great progress here. We are a great team and I am a fantastic leader. We will beat this game in no time while your team is clearly still asleep at the thorax. Oh god. No, you idiot. I don't care about the game anymore. It's just quit. I'm not playing anymore. You should too. Amazing. You're either being really persistent with this transparent ruse, or you really are just that sad and incompetent. Neither case deserves my respect or my friendship. In fact, you know what? Friendship canceled. It's official. Bye-bye, friendship! Oh, like you haven't said that like a billion times. You aren't in any position to question my competence. You're the worst programmer I've ever seen. You don't know anything about computers. Why do you bother? The only thing you're good at is yelling and making huge mistakes, and being ugly and horrible in every way, and having stupid little nubby horns. To be honest, I don't see what's so great about your programming or hacking. What is a hacker even? Just some smug asshole in movies doing fake things and making up words. It's not even a real thing to be. It's just some bullshit title you gave yourself so you can feel just a tiny bit less loathsome. Oh no, more childish burns. I don't have to prove anything to you. I'm a great hacker, period. No, it's all so clear now. You were a fraud all along. What does all this nonsense code you wrote even do? It's all nonsense. Like a bluff, you just say, oh, Cardcat will never understand what I wrote is bullshit because he's too dumb to figure it out. Well, you're busted. These viruses here, I bet, do nothing at all. Wait, Cardcat, I bet if I ran them, nothing bad would happen. I might even improve my computers in performance. No, don't. How about this idiotic program with the red and blue code? Which is a meaningless thing to do with code anyway. What does that even mean? It's just another one of your scams. Why not sneak some bad clip art into the files too and pretend that's code? Oh god, no, don't run that. I'm serious. What would happen? I'm not sure, but it would be really, really bad if you ran. Just don't. Haha, just as I thought. You can't even come up with a good lie when I press you on it. Your bluff has been called. Compiling as we speak. It will auto-run when it finishes. And now I have to go attend to something outside because Terezi is doing something just unspeakably stupid right now. Whoops, forget I said that. It was privileged information. You are the dumbest grub fucker on the planet, I swear. Later, douchebag. Do not run that code! Hello? Carcinogenetics computer exploded. Oh my god. You are highly startled by the totally unexpected explosion. Cardcat and his friends and everyone they would ever meet thereafter would experience great misfortune on account of the curse unwittingly implemented through Solix's esoteric Mobius double reach-around virus. Every troll's Lusses would soon die. All but one of their kernel spreads would be prototyped with a dead Lusses, each prior to entering the medium. Upon entry, they would Each have a bittersweet reunion with the creature after the kernel hatched, triggering the sprite's metamorphosis. For the first time, the trolls would be able to have verbal conversations with their custodians and would be guided by them along their journeys. Unfortunately, the underlings and warring royalty would gain the benefits of the monstrous prototypings as well. Each sprite, except for one, would only be prototyped once. The players would learn quickly that while one pre-entry prototyping per player was absolutely necessary for ultimate success, additional pre-entry prototypings merely empowered their enemies unnecessarily. This game has no explicit rule that demands something dead for prototyping, but in practice the kernel sprite has particular attraction to the deceased or the doomed. Across every session ever played, exceptions to this pattern are extremely rare. Solix, lament. Why did you send Carcat that code? It was such a bad idea. You suppose it was a boastful gesture to get a friend to think more highly of you, but why would flaunting your superior skills accomplish this? It was foolish. You ought to wipe all these clever viruses you wrote off your computer. They could only bring more trouble. Delete. Delete. While deleting your virus folders, you also one oddball file you have lying around. You did not write this virus. You copied it from an obscure server far beyond your planet's global network. This application is running on that server perpetually. It is an extremely simple ATH program. Its main loop is tied to the lifespan of the universe. When the universe dies, a mysterious subprogram will be executed. You have no way of knowing what that subprogram does. It runs on a protected part of the server. It is completely unhackable. You delete the file, but it won't do much good. The program is already running elsewhere. Luckily, whatever harm it will do will not be done for many billions of years. Even then, what harm could a virus do after the expiration of the universe? This file has always struck you as quite odd. But Solix, even with his vision twofold, does not have the perceptional luxuries of our vision omnipresent. When executed, the subprogram will summon an indestructible demon into the recently voided universe. This monstrous being with the power to travel through time is inconvenienced very little by his arrival upon the Great Undoing. He has the entire cadaver of the expired universe to pick apart at his whim, from its birth through its swelling maturity and tapering decay. In a reality he is known to have marked for predation, he will go about assembling followers through various epochs, even going as far as personally establishing the parameters for his future summoning. Solus couldn't know that the virus is essentially a formality. The demon is already here. Okie dokie. Sounds like your Lussus is agitated about something up there. You already gave him his serving of honey today. If he thinks he can get more, well, that's just greedy. You wonder what could be bothering him. You keep your enormous biclops chained to the roof of your communal hive stem. It is the only place there is room for him. Dueling with him on the roof during feeding time is a daily ordeal. Be the other girl. Oh! You are now one of the 5 other girls. That Lussus is terrifying. What the fuck? What is this? Stop being the other girl. You are now no longer the other girl, or any of the other 5 for that matter. What's the name of this dude sitting in his 4-wheel device? And your name. Your name is Tavros Nitrum. You are known to be heavily arrested by fairy tales and fantasy stories. You have an acute ability to commune with the many creatures of Alternia, a skill you have utilized to capture and train a great many. They are all your friends as well as your warriors, which you pit and battle through a variety of related card and role-playing games. You used to engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. You like to engage in the noble practice of Alternium slam poetry, possibly the oldest, most revered, and certainly freshest art form in your planet's rich history. You have a profound fascination with the concept of flight and all lore surrounding the topic. You believe in fairies even though they aren't real. Your troll tag is Adios Toreador, and you, speak in a faltering manner. What will you do? Cut to the chase and play card games immediately. You kickstart a rousing match of Fight a Spawn, with the only friend you've got to play with in person, your loyal Lussus Tinkerbowl. You take a look at the favorable hand you've dealt yourself and crack a mischievous smile. With the host plush at the ready, you quickly lob an Ugani bomb and catch your adversary off guard. What? What is that? What the fuck? Is that a face hugger? That... Horseroni, I choose you! Tavro's command faithful steed. With a brooding whinny, Horseroni shuffles his mighty hooves and makes short work of the finest sucker, boosting his vitals. Horseroni is now primed and raring for battle. Look out, Tinkerbull! Horseroni's spawn text slumber buddies. You use your awesome bestial communion abilities and bend the ferocious stallion to your whim. Tinkerbull can't stand the suspense. Nap time! Everybody wins! Horseroni gains a bunch of levels. In no time he will be ready to breed and you can put him out to stud. Good game, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Time to do some other stuff, you guess. Roll up your ramp. This is how you get to your Recupera Raccoon when it's time to rest. It's kind of a production getting in and out. Hop in. You can't fit all the way in because of your huge horns. It makes it hard to get any solid shut-eye. Oh great, now you're covered in slime. Why did you do this? You're going to have to change your clothes. There goes another solid hour down the tubes. Aw, damn, and there goes your four-wheel device down the ramp. That happens a lot. Take Lance. After a major cleanup rigmarole and a lot of crawling around your respite block, you equip your Jousting Lance. You like to practice your jousting outside. One day you hope to prove yourself worthy of recruitment into the halls of the dreaded Imperial Cavalreapers, assuming you are not slated for calling first on account of your disability, or really any other arbitrary reason. Tavros admire posters. You wheel over to your favorite poster featuring Pupa Pan, which is your favorite thing. You've always fantasized that one day intrepid young Pupa would come and take you away, and together you would fly to a beautiful paradise planet of legend that has all sorts of fanciful stuff like pirates, treasure, a cruel villain with a missing arm and missing eye, and those weird aliens called Indians. You have left your window open since you were very young, just in case Pupa ever stopped in one night and decided to splash a pinch of special stardust in your face. You have had this interest far prior to your accident. Being paralyzed isn't what made you want to be able to fly. That would be dumb and would make no sense. Being paralyzed does sort of want to make you be able to walk, though. So, since it's doing one of those way in the future things, I think I'm going to end this episode here. It's going to be a little bit shorter than the last episodes, but hey, that'll make it easier to post it. So, this has been episode 29 of Let's Read Homestuck. I'm Anachi Sasuke, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.